Beautiful day, Patriots. How are you? We're back over at Mr. Mike's page, and we were talking about how his timing in between his first tweeted today and his last tweeted yesterday had the time difference of 14 hours and 29 minutes, and how when we did that, we did first is third as code, and that gave us 2149, right? And it talks about no private comms, right? And I went off on it talking about how 107 and everything, people that are decoders, they never saw President Trump losing the election. They never saw that he would not be put in office. They never saw that the situation the world would be in right now. They never saw it coming. They never, ever saw it coming. And yet they all say they've got comms. They all say there's somebody anonymous and that they've got inside information. Am I misunderstanding? Does 107 say he has inside information, and yet all his inside information has been 100% wrong? Everything he says is on the internet and can be found by anyone. He has nothing of inside comms. And if he has inside comms, what is he doing trying to decipher Q? No private comms. Anybody that's involved in the Q team would not be allowed to talk about it openly like that. A fraud. He's a fraud. There's a bunch of Q decoder frauds. Okay, so let's just go and lay that to rest. I apologize. Why bring that back up? Oh, why bring that back up? I'll show you why we need to bring that back up. Because as I said earlier this morning, we haven't been over to Rudy's in months. I haven't seen this gentleman's Twitter page in months. This morning we went over and did his first tweet of the day, talking about how it's difficult to be here, right? And that was a 13-hour and 46-minute time difference. We used the code of third is first, and we went to 3-4. I mean, this is just the last video, so it's not like I'm just keeping this all up to speed. 3416. And what did the 3416 say? Why did we go there? I pushed it in wrong. It's 4136. There we go. Push it in right. And if we can see down here, it says you have more power and influence than you realize. Welcome to the revolution. And what was we talking about? You have more power and influence than you realize. What's the power you have? You know how to read the Q drops. As we went up here and looked at May 7th, 5:07. Now, we're all caught back up to speed. Right? Why do I go through all that? Because during that time, Mr. Rudy Giuliani has sent out his second tweet. The timing between his second tweet of the day and his last tweet of last night has a time difference of 14 hours and 29 minutes. The exact same time difference between Mike Pompeo's tweets. The time difference between Mike Pompeo's first tweeted today and his last tweet of last night is 14 hours and 29 minutes. Mr. Rudy Giuliani's second tweet of the day and his last tweet of last night has a time difference of the exact same, 14 hours and 29 minutes. We just did the code of third is first, and we took the 2 and put it in the first position, 2149, and that talks about private comms. No private comms, me singling out a certain person, 107. Now let's go ahead and do something. Since we've seen it twice, and timestamp and gap code is -1, and we've seen it twice, let's +1 instead. So let's go to 1430, timestamp and gap code, 1430. What does 1430 say? $14.30. Clarification. We exposed the password, number 91, in a kill box on purpose, kill box 23. Subsequent posts on here were then made by anons. Timestamps to verify. Use logic. Understood? Be careful of who you follow. Do you think it's me that you should be careful of? What do you think? Is it me you think you should be careful of? Me exposing how it all works? Using timestamps to verify? Calling people out? Using logic? They don't talk about this stuff. They were wrong from the beginning. Let's read these Q drops like a map. We can see that it says May 20. Should we go and do a few things? Let's go look at 520. Did we read that correctly? Oh. Big news. Future proves past. Do you believe in coincidences? It was necessary. Again in a kill box. Again in a kill box. What are we doing right now? We're looking at 2 timestamps from 2 different people that have the exact same gap. Again in a kill box. Who is talking? The map is key. Nothing is coincidence. It's been planned for years. Here it says 3 years in a kill box. We see all, we hear all. Who's we? Who is we that we see all, we hear all? We also see it says 25. So let's write that down. Let's go to 205. 205. It says read it like a map. Are we doing that right now? Is that what we're doing, is reading it like a map? How do you read a map? You unfold it and you go down things. Fake Q is fake. Fake Q is fake. Who we're calling out? 107. Literally saying it out loud, and then 2 minutes later, Rudy Giuliani comes back with tweets that says the same thing. Fake. You made the list. It's rare. Feel proud. Pick up the phone. Let's mirror this because we're into the mirrors today. 502. What does 502 today say? Oh, coincidence. Original 15. DEFCON. President Trump. President Trump. 1 in the kill box. 107. 107. Be very careful of who you follow. Do you think it's a coincidence that Mr. Rudy Giuliani, after we do the videos, after we talk about it, seeing that we just talked about Mr. Mike's Twitter tweets being 1429. Again, my birthday is April 29th. It's all a coincidence. It's all a coincidence. It's very difficult to be here, watching people being guided and falling for traps. Let me use an example for all you Q followers. When you go and look at these young people in college that got their hairs all these different colors and they say the most craziest things and they pretend like they've got pronouns and all this type of mentality, don't you feel sorry for them because they're being brainwashed and led by others? They would never have those thoughts themselves. It's because they listen and follow others. This is how I feel about people that listen to Q decoders out there. I feel very sorry for the people that follow them. I realize that you're not going to change the scammer. The deceiver will always deceive. But it's the people that are following them that I feel sorry for. Be very, very careful of who you follow. Oh, shoot. We did go to that, right? 1430. 1430.